the list of alleged sexual harassers keeps getting longer and the details of sexual assault and harassment ever more disturbing. The torrent of cases pouring out in news reports and Twitter tales of men grabbing women, emerging naked from showers uninvited, threatening women's careers, or worse, raises a horrified question: what makes these men behave this way? Sure, some of the behavior can be chalked up to boorish personalities or outright misogyny. But how much of the behavior is driven by the man himself and how much by the culture around him? What exactly makes one man more likely to harass than another? And what is going on inside their heads when they make unwanted advances? These are questions that social scientists and psychologists have puzzled over in recent years. And their growing body of research has yielded interesting and at times provocative answers, which are especially relevant in this cultural moment. What causes some men to harass and not others? For more than 3 decades, John Pryor has tried to come up with an answer to this question. As one of the early pioneers to study sexual harassment, Pryor invented a test in the 1987 to measure a man's tendency to harass. Called the likelihood to sexually harass scale, Pryor's test has become a cornerstone for research today on sexual harassers. His test consists of 10 scenarios. Imagine that you are an executive hiring a new secretary. One scenario starts out. A female candidate explains she desperately needs the job and looks at you in a way that possibly conveys she is attracted to you. How likely are you to give her the job? Offer the job in exchange for sexual favors? Ask her to go to dinner to discuss the job? Over the years, Pryor, a psychologist at Illinois State University, and others have used socially engineered situations in laboratories to study how well the test predicts people's behavior. And over time, they've identified these factors as the most distinctive in harassers: a lack of empathy, a belief in traditional gender sex roles, and a tendency toward dominance/authoritarianism. They also found in studies that the environment surrounding such harassers has a huge effect, Pryor said in a phone interview. If you take men who score high on the scale and put them in situations where the system suggests they can get away with it, they will do it, he said. Impunity plays a large role. Why are people in positions of power so often doing the harassing? In recent years, a growing body of research has shown how power warps one's perception of others and alters people's behavior. In study after study, we're seeing that power makes you more impulsive. It makes you less worried about social conventions and less concerned about the effect of your actions on others, said Dacher Keltner, a psychology professor at the University of California at Berkeley. One of Keltner's experiments, for example, found that people who see themselves as wealthier were more likely to cut pedestrians off on a crosswalk. Another found that those who felt powerful were even more likely to take candy from children. Other experiments have shown that powerful people become more focused on themselves, more likely to objectify others, and more likely to overestimate how much others like them.